Happy
Happy monstering!
Monstering! And welcome to another episode of My Singing Monsters Live, your one stop for everything to do with My Singing Monsters. We are your hosts, Monster Handler Matt.
And Monster Handler Mike.
Hi, Monster Handler Mike. How's it going?
Great, how are you?
Oh, it's a very exciting day in the monster world. Lots of stuff to talk about, lots of exciting details. And of course, it's Friday, a reason for
Of
celebration in and of
course,
itself. Of
TGIF!
course. Thank Galvana, it's Friday. We got lots of exciting stuff to discuss, but before we do, we got a couple of exciting housekeeping things that we always take care of here at the beginning of My Singing Monsters Live. This is episode 93, and whether it's your first time joining us or your 93rd, we do a giveaway every single episode of My Singing Monsters Live. Monster Handler Mike, would you like to explain to the kind folks who are tuning in just how exactly they can become eligible for today's
Oh, it's
giveaway?
so easy. All you need to do is you need to type exclamation mark giveaway. That's shift one giveaway.
Provided that you're using an American keyboard, I think.
Provided you're using an American keyboard or
I don't
even
know. Maybe exclamation point is there on all international keyboard
or even
types.
if you're
But
using a phone, I mean then you wouldn't be doing shift one. It'd be like
that's right. You'd be changing it, or
yes.
anyway. Exclamation point giveaway. That's the distillation of it. That's the crystallized, beautiful, simple conversation there that we need to be having. So there's that.
Yes.
And the other thing that we're going to talk about, of course, is this is week two of
Dos.
our seafaring voyage of the Spirit of Adventure. And as promised, there is another teaser coming at the end of this episode, so stay tuned. But we got lots of exciting stuff to talk about before that. Okay, Monster Handler Michael, could you please cue up the "On This Day" graphic, please? There it is. Now there was.
Hey, it's a big thing. You were beta testing Monster Handler. Yeah. Um. There we go. Whoop. You should be good now. I was trying to silence you for the people. Sure. Let's go back. Let's go back to the top. What? You're. Oh my. Is this. Are you registering here? Talk.
Everyone and hello.
Okay,
We're
I think you should be good now. It's bouncing, so you're
okay.
here with us.
Okay, Monster Handler Sydney. What are we looking at right now? Still muted, says Sydney. You know
Mm,
what, Monster Handler
do
Michael?
we want to just go to live?
Well, yeah, just go to me, and then I'll explain what's going on.
You can
If we
explain
can't
what's
get the
going on.
graphics,
Oh no, we're good.
we're good. We're good. Oh,
There you go. Now you can
Monster
talk.
Handler Michael. I don't know what
I
it
knew I had
is.
fixed it the
The
second time.
spirit of Galvana and of Vamp curse you constantly. There's always something going on. Okay, apparently we're good now. And does that mean that we can see
Yeah,
both
yeah,
the
yeah, 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 yeah,
graphics?
yeah, you're good.
Okay. Okay. So, Monster Handler Michael, could we please go back, all the way back to
We're on this
on
day.
this day? We're
We're
on
here.
this day.
We're on
Okay.
this day. Today's the day. We're on the
Phew.
day.
Today is the day, August 21st, all the way back in 2012, that My Singing Monsters was first released in the Canadian App Store in a closed beta. Now, how do I know this? Because this was actually about 2 weeks or so before I actually joined the company at Big Blue Bubble. I was a beta tester myself for it while this closed geo beta was taking place. It was very exciting to see My Singing Monsters before it actually made its way out into the wild. So this is obviously a very exciting day for us here. It's sort of the closest thing to an unbirthday that My Singing Monsters has, other than its official birthday on September 4th. Okay, so that's on this day, but in the almost 8 years since, there have been lots of new and exciting monsters added, and today is no different. And we have our rare Ziggurat available for the very first time to buy or breed on Fairy Island. Now, many people got a chance to glimpse at this particular monster in the teaser that was posted of Ziggurat and Bridget making all those cakes for dessert. It was hiding amongst the cakes and the dirty dishes. But yes, this exciting fire rare cooks, it cleans, and best of all, it makes beautiful, beautiful music. So buy or breed it and add it to your Fairy Island collection for a limited time. In addition, you can also participate in our Freeze Fame promotion this weekend, in which all triple element cold rares are available to buy or breed in their respective islands. Where Ziggurat, of course, is numbered among those triple element cold rares, it being a Earth cold fire hybrid itself. And so the other 8 monsters, both natural and fire, are available to buy or breed for a limited time. In addition, you can get up to 75% more in diamond packs this weekend in the featured Bucket of Diamonds pack, and you can get 50% more in all other diamond packs. So an excellent opportunity to stock up on those diamonds if you need to use them to buy Rare Ziggurat outright, buy any of the other rares outright, speed up breeding attempts, upgrade structures. Diamonds, you know about diamonds. They're an excellent thing to have. Moving over to Dawn of Fire, this was an exciting week because we had our latest update, version 2.4, which added both the Cloud and Cave Island hotels. We'd previously been admiring the beauty and the usefulness of the Party and Space Island hotels, and now we've got all complete 4 Outer Island hotels in the mix. We had some user interface improvements as well in this particular update. I've seen a lot of people wondering what happened to the prismatic silhouettes in the collection screen. Well, we thought it was more exciting and more of a surprise if those weren't advertised quite so far in advance. So you'll be able to get a leg up on what's going on by, of course, taking a look, as per usual, at our social media channels for teasers. And of course, there were more prismatics in version 2.4, the first of which was the first ever quad element prismatic monster. That's Prismatic Entbrat on Cloud Island. A lot of people suspecting that because of its penchant for candy treat, it thought the prismats looked like candy, that it was going to be a candy-based monster. Not so. We always like to sort of mess people around and jumble up their expectations and give them a surprise. So Prismatic Entbrat available on Cloud Island in the Prism Gate this weekend. And if you are looking for a bit of a fast track there If you don't own any Ent Brats, or if you want to get any more Ent Brats, starting today, you can get 50% off both young and adult Ent Brat on the continent and on Cloud Island if you need some extra Ent Brats. Did you know that a group of Ent Brats is called a moot, an M-O-O-T? If you need a moot of Ent Brats in order to get all of the different prismatic colors, now's your chance. And finally, in Dawn of Fire, you can get 40% more in all diamond packs. Okay, that's everything that's going on this particular weekend in My Singing Monsters and Dawn of Fire. Thank you for bearing with us as those spirits of the Celestials were weaving their way through our streaming technology, and we got it all figured out now, so it's all good. It's all good. So, Michael, now that all that is out of the way, and we've explained all that's going on this weekend in My Singing Monsters and Dawn of Fire, do you know what time it is?
It's quick questions.
It is. You said it so fast. You said it quickly, if you will. Yes, quick questions, our next segment in which you, members of the community, ask us, namely me, Monster Handler Matt, some questions about My Singing Monsters using hashtag MyStreamingMonsters, which you can see below here along the bottom of the screen. And you can ask it on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, using hashtag MyStreamingMonsters, and then we'll know that you want us to consider answering it here on the show. Monster Handler Mike, do you have our questions for today queued up?
I do
Excellent.
Have our questions.
Excellent. All right, well, I'm ready.
First question comes to us. Oh, you know what I almost did there? I almost read a different question. Siggy the Frog says, I'm not going to ask this again. What's Pummel's favorite color? I need to know.
Siggy the Frog, don't worry, you'll never have to ask it again.
Hopefully you're here.
Hopefully you're here to listen to it, because otherwise maybe you're out of luck. Nah, you can always watch it later on YouTube, of course. Because, you know, not all Pummels are the same. Each one can have a distinct personality, each individual specimen of Pummel. I'd say that there's a wide range of colors that Pummels typically have as their favorite color, but I did a quick poll of just a sampling of Pummels, and the most consistent response that I got was Boygo Blue. Boygo Blue. That's B-O-Y-G-O. I have an idea of maybe what that refers to, but you know, in the same way that we could say sky blue or canary yellow, Boygo Blue. That's what they said, Boygo Blue.
I have a question for you. How statistically significant was this sampling you took? How many?
Very significant.
Okay, well that's good to know.
I you know, Pummels, you know, sometimes you don't want to disrupt when they're doing their thing. So I managed to ask about 25 to 32.
Okay, I'll accept that.
Pummels.
I'll accept that.
In monster terms, that's very statistically significant.
Okay.
You got to trust me on this one, Michael.
I know you're an ace in monster statistics. As we see every week in Stumped.
Yeah. All right, we'll get there when we get there, my friend. What's the next question?
Equitadle. Did Dr. Spurd explore previously unknown lands in the past?
Equitadle Dr. Spurd, so far as we know, spent the most of his time when he had made contact with the monster world, predominantly visiting the natural islands, spending most of its time on Plant Island, based on old accounts that monsters can provide and faint archaeological evidence. Didn't really extend too far out from there, mostly natural based. You know, Dr. Warden E. Spurd was a naturalist before he became the first official monster handler all that time ago.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Pity of Pangos. Do the monsters have any entertainment on their journey? If not, what are they doing to keep themselves occupied? Obviously, referring to the boat adventure.
Yes. The crew of the Spurd of Adventure. Yes, the monsters do have entertainment. If there's one thing that singing monsters is that they don't get bored very easily, because they're always able to come up with games or competitions in and among themselves. Obviously, the particular crew of the Spurd of Adventure, that's ToeJam, Nog, and Mammoth, you know, very diverse personalities there among those three monsters, and I'm sure that they're getting up to all sorts of stuff as they continue their journey across the living ocean. Who knows? You know, they could be playing I Spy. They could be participating in small musical contests among themselves. That might be a fun pastime. Yeah, lots of stuff that you could
Perhaps.
do on a sea voyage, right?
Yep, perhaps. Sasha just a dancer. Was Rare Ziggurat created by Bridget and Ziggurat itself, or was it just a coincidence?
It was not created by Bridget and Ziggurat. Its appearance certainly evokes a tiered cake, but it is not a cake made animate by any one monster. It is in fact a rare subspecies of the common Ziggurat. So no, it was not created by Bridget. This is a good question though, because as we've discovered in the past, some rare and epic variants do have some specific circumstances. I can think of Epic Pango specifically. That one was sort of brought to life by the sheer willpower of Rare Pango's ice sculpture creations. But no, Rare Ziggurat was not a cake that was created by any one entity. It instead is just a variant of the common Ziggurat.
Beautiful. Beauty. Nathan _ MSM. Rare Ziggurat has a strawberry looking fruit on its head. Is this a strawberry or is it a similar berry in the monster world?
Great question, Nathan. There's certainly, in terms of fruits and vegetables in the monster world, the jury's still out on whether or not all fruits and vegetables that appear in the human world also appear in the monster world, or if they sometimes have interchangeable names. I can think of an example like the fact that there are pumpkins in Dawn of Fire, but are those actually smunkins, or are they pumpkins and are smunkins distinct from pumpkins? So there's a lot going on there. There's apples, but then there's also a host of other fruits, some of which are not specifically native to the monster world. I know of one specifically in the grapefruit dimension, the halle berry. The halle berry, yes. And that one sort of looks like the human world strawberry, that halle berry, although that one is blue and red, if I recall correctly. And this one just looks like a juicy red regular strawberry. You know what I would be tempted not to do though is pluck it off the top of Rare Ziggurat and eat it. That might be a faux pas. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
You just got to leave it up there. It might look delectable. It might look so appetizing, but just bad form.
Just got to respect.
It would be like someone taking a toupee off of someone and then chewing on it. That's rude.
Chewing on it.
Yeah, exactly. That is the exact comparison.
Very nice. So don't do that. Oogla Raven. If you separate a Ziggurat, would all of its parts be able to do different things by themselves?
That's a very interesting question, Oogla Raven. Obviously, we can see that the connective layers of a given Ziggurat have a little bit of jump and space that they can achieve as it's moving around and creating its particular musical part. I don't think that they can independently operate. I don't think that each is autonomous. I believe that the Ziggurat, for the most part, still has to sort of remain in its tier. We know, of course, that the Ziggurat, when it's sleeping or when it's at rest, can sort of fold its given levels into itself. So we know that at least from a sort of Matryoshka Russian nesting doll situation that it can sort of compress, but I don't know if it can necessarily separate. Classic. So yeah, so I don't think so. More studies required, I'd say.
Blooples. Since the green and purple prismatic emprats have arms and mouths on their heads, are the heads of the prismatic emprats separate entities from their bodies? Similar question to the one above.
Great question, Blooples. No, it is all one particular monster. In true monster fashion, there are extraneous legs and arms and facial features and stuff above and beyond the regular sort of trunk-like textured arms and legs of the prismatic emperor. So nope, they are all one entity. They are not separate creatures hitching a ride.
Interesting. And this is our last question before the big question. Explorer Monsters, if an island were to be consumed in the Prism Gate, would it become prismatic version of itself? Could the island ever return from the Prism Gate? It's a great question.
Now we're getting into monstrophysics here, Explorer Monster. Obviously, the Prism Gate existing as a portal to another dimension could potentially grow in sufficient size to swallow up an entire outer island. Don't think that diameter has ever been measured to date, although the last couple of weeks of promotions of the prismatic power, where all single, double, and triple element prismatics were available all at once, those were some pretty yawning prism gates. But you know what? I don't know. I don't know if it would become a prismatic version, or if the dimension of the prismants and behind the prism gate exclusively affects animate living things. I'm not sure if it would affect sort of an inanimate piece of land like, say, Cave Island or Cloud Island. I'm not sure.
Who knows?
I'm going to guess maybe not, but maybe we'll never know. Who knows?
Can you guess what the next question is?
Is it something to do with me being triumphant?
Maybe. We'll see. It's
Maybe.
This episode, we got a nice question here from MSM Mammoths. They ask, it's a multiple choice.
And this is the stump of the week here?
Yes, this is the stump of the week.
Stump of the week. Stump of the week. Yes. Okay. So stump of the week from MSM Mammoths. All right, go ahead.
I believe in you.
I don't know why I'm closing my eyes.
I think you should get this. It's a multiple choice.
Okay.
And it's something recent.
Oh, good. That's always helpful.
Which combination of fabrics made up the sail on the Spirit of Adventure? Do you want me to give you the options?
Yes, please.
Okay. A, yellow stripes, blue polka dots. B, blue stripes, red polka dots. C, red stripes, green polka dots. Or D, green stripes, yellow polka dots.
Which was the one with blue and red, please?
That would be B.
The answer is B, please, and thank
Winner
you.
Gagnon. Congratulations.
Yes. A very good-looking boat, if I do say so myself. Hula imparted, obviously, that ship-making sort of skill, and I think the monsters did a bang-up job there on the Spirit of Adventure. Well
I
done,
agree.
monsters.
Okay, well, you know what time it is now.
What is it? As I'm reveling in the glory of my triumph.
Mama, Monsterpieces.
Monsterpieces. Now, just because I'm the kind of monster handler to fret, I want to make sure that we can be heard here while we're looking at these beautiful monsters.
We can be heard loud and clear.
Okay, so Monster Handler Michael, who's our first monster piece by?
This is Furcorn 2004. A lovely drawing here.
Yes, this drawing would appear to suggest that the Spirit of Adventure boat
has landed.
Has landed on the silhouette on the horizon, and that Furcorn's there. I don't know what Furcorn's doing there. That's sort of exciting. I'm sort of expecting to see Noggin there, but no, Furcorn instead. Maybe because the username is Furcorn 2004. Furcorn's got to be involved somehow. Exactly. Sort of aspirational artwork there. Well done, Furcorn 2004. Beautiful. Excellent job.
This next one. Up. Oh, you got it? You go.
Yes, it's Gabriella Acalo here. We have Rare Bogart, an excellent time to feature such a monster piece when Rare Bogart is one of the monsters available as part of our Freeze Fame promotion. This particular Bogart has some pretty spooky looking eyes, if I may. This one looks
really like
a deep sea dweller.
This is a painting, correct?
I believe it is. Yes, it looks like it's on.
It looks so tangible.
Canvas.
You know?
It does.
Like it has like a 3D like that you could feel a texture to it.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it's almost like you can see the texture of the canvas there. Well done, Gabriella Acala. This one will stay with me long after the episode is over. That spooks me. All right, next up from Sasha Just Dancer. Oh, we have a lovely grab here, which is not too far off the sort of vaguely sponge cake-esque design of the actual Rare Zigrab. This one looks like a birthday cake, and I can see a candle
looks
up there
pretty
on
tasty.
top in lieu of a strawberry/halle berry. So there you go. Well done. Well done, Sasha Just Dancer. Next up, from Yo Maras 07976590. Oh, we've got a Rare Thrumble there, just going for a dip there in the living ocean. And just checking out that very mysterious silhouette on the horizon. It's captured the imaginations of people all over the world. Will we find out what it's all about? Hopefully soon. The journey is continuing there across the living ocean, and we learn more every week. So, well done.
Holy smokes! Look at this next one from Rats.
Oh, a beautiful quibble head done in exquisite detail. Wow, look at those feathers. I'd say these are feathers rather than furthers.
Classic. We always have to determine
Always
feathers or furthers.
always got to make sure. Yes, the age-old question. Absolutely love it. I would expect to see this in an ornithologist's book.
It does.
Beautiful.
It does seem
beautiful. And finally, from Shimmy Show Shammy, we've got an artwork here that looks like it might be inspired by our very exciting announcement earlier in the week about My Singing Monsters Fandemonium, a digital series coming soon. And this looks like it's inspired by that particular art style. And they've got a scene here depicting a furcorn, pom-pom, and mammoth, which are, of course, some of the characters that we've seen done up in that very exciting My Singing Monsters Fandemonium style. And this is a great homage to that particular style. Well done, Shimmy Show Shammy.
Beautiful. And this last one, of course,
Finally,
the Monsterpiece.
This is from Apenas un Bocaja, and we've got To the Earthquake, say the wordos. And then a new Colossal / Titan appears, and then the wordos are going, Qua? just like Pikachu there.
Very good. I like that impersonation.
Definitely the wordos and Stuarb in particular. I don't think that wordo knew what to do about the very serendipitous timing there of the rumbling of the earth and singing the earthquake. Who knows? I hope Stuarb doesn't sort of shoulder any of that personally. No. I have to expect it's just good timing, but maybe not. Who's to say? Okay, so that's all of the Monsterpieces and Memsterpieces that we've got available for today.
That's the end of the show, folks.
No, Michael, no, we've got a few more things we need to take care of. Of course, in just a few moments, we'll be announcing the winner of today's giveaway. But before we do, you know what, Monster Handler Michael, as promised, why don't we check in with the crew of the Spirit of Adventure, and they sent us this little bit of footage of how their journey is going. Why don't we play it through 2 or 3 or 4 times and really take it all in? Are you ready to observe it, Michael?
Sounds good. I'll see you back here in a jiffy.
Okay.
After this.
Michael, was I supposed to have seen anything there? Did the transmission cut out? Why don't you do a little
I'll figure some things out here while you can tell us who's won and
That's
maybe
a good idea.
Talk a little bit.
Sure. So while we figure out what's going on with our feed there from the Spirit of Adventure, I can announce who the winner of today's giveaway is. Now, as per usual, the winner of today's giveaway will be receiving something that is new or featured this week in My Singing Monsters or Dawn of Fire, and I'm excited to announce that this week, because we have new content in both My Singing Monsters and in Dawn of Fire, the winner of today's giveaway gets a choice. They can either receive a totally free rare Zigarab on their fairy island if they so choose, or they can get a absolutely free blue prismatic Entbrat on Cloud Island in Dawn of Fire. It will all depend on whether or not they send us their BBB ID / friend code from My Singing Monsters or their support ID from Dawn of Fire. And we have a winner for today's giveaway, and that winner is, I will drum roll myself, Mystero C3. Mystero C3. Congratulations, Mystero C3. And you are the proud winner of either a rare Ziggurat or a blue prismatic end brat. So, if you could please send us either your BBB ID/friend code from My Singing Monsters or your support ID from Dawn of Fire. That way, you'll be able to let us know which of these beautiful prizes, the rare Ziggurat or the blue prismatic end brat, that you would like to receive as part of being the winner of episode 93 giveaway. Tuning in with our correspondent, Michael, how are things going over there, my friend?
We're traffic's real backed up here on the I-75 here, but I do think we'll have something in just a moment. So
okay, while you continue to troubleshoot, perhaps I'll pluck from another question from Quick Questions.
Sounds great.
We'll take a look here. Lucas the Bogart asks, if Platy could speak, would it have a Scottish accent? A very interesting idea. I think it would have what the monsters would consider, or what we would consider to be a Scottish accent, but that the monsters would just sort of understand would be Platy's particular way of speaking. Now, Platy, of course, communicates via its sort of body bagpipe anatomy, and so far as I know, does not have any vocal cords to speak of. That's specifically how it communicates. Oh, apparently right now we're showing the on this day graphic, so we can. Okay. You know what? I think I was pretty much done. If Platy could speak sort of a Scottish accent. Okay, do we have the footage? I'm so excited. Okay. Fingers, toes crossed. Here we go.
And we're good. And we're back.
Oh, well, another detailed glimpse of what can be seen there on the horizon. This time, calling into greater detail another portion of whatever this object on the horizon could be, featuring what looks like some very glorious plant life to me. Very beautiful, very beautiful. Thank goodness, thanks to the skills of Monster Handler Mike, we were able to see that particular transmission. And of course, if you want to see it again, I'm sure that maybe at some point tomorrow it will be reposted on our social media channels in even greater fidelity, isolated on its own, so you can look at all the details that you want. Oh, very exciting. Okay, well, I believe that's a lot of excitement. Whew, be still my beating heart. That was everything that we had planned for today, episode 93 of My Singing Monsters Live. We've done the giveaway, so all that remains to be done, of course, is to cap off the episode with another delightful composer piece. This one was submitted by Gabriel Somerville, and it is called Insert Island Name Here.
Beautiful
now, I'm
title.
not sure if this is Gabriel prompting the community to ask what the community thinks this island should be called, or if that's just sort of the nebulous abstraction of an island name.
Artistic choice.
A very interesting artistic choice. Gabriel Somerville, if you're tuning into today's episode, perhaps you can answer in the chat. But no matter what it's called, it's a lovely composer piece making use of all sorts of different exciting monsters from our My Singing Monster Composer app. Monster Handler Michael, thank you so much for all the hard work that you did today to make sure that things continue to run smoothly. Thanks to Monster Handler Sydney in the chat, who was our eye in the sky, looking at you, reading our minds, making sure that everything is good to go. All right, I think that's everything, Monster Handler Mike. Any closing words?
TGIF, everyone.
That's right. Thank Galvana. It's Friday. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of My Singing Monsters Live. Enjoy Insert Island Name Here by Gabriel Somerville. And until next time, happy monstering!